I, 21 male, accidentally confessed how I feel to my coworker, 26 female, via drunk dial. I'm an intern at a law office. She's one of the paralegals. I initially kept to myself as most interns over there do. She approached me first at the cafe across the street from our building. It was light conversation. She said that she had seen me in the office a few times, asked my name, what I think of the place, etc. Eventually we got to know each other, exchanged phone numbers, went out for lunch, in groups and just the two of us. I'm not an idiot. I realized there was no way she could ever see me as anything more than the intern she sometimes talks hockey and Game of Thrones with. We both speak Korean as well, so there's that. Sometimes we'll talk in Korean at work. Not full conversations, just a word or two here and there when we're trying to make an inside joke. She's an easygoing person. Funny, smart, and considerate of everyone around her, to be honest. And I know this will sound like a load of shit, but it was hard not to fall for her in some way. That said, I know she doesn't feel the same about me. I'm too young for her. She's casually mentioned that wouldn't date anyone under 23. Makes sense. Although 5 years isn't a lot, it is in terms of adult life experience. I'm still in school. I have 2 roommates. My parents still pay for my phone. Compared to her, I'm a child. For that reason, I've tried my best to set aside the way I feel. I'm usually really good at it. But this weekend, I had a little too much to drink at my brother's wedding. And at the end of the night, I ended up calling her. It was late. The call went to voicemail. I can't remember exactly what I said, but I definitely used the word love at some point. This happened on Saturday night. She didn't say anything the next day. No call, no text, no email. Not that I expected it. I was just hoping we could get over the awkwardness of it via message instead of in person morning. I considered texting her myself and apologizing, but I'm immature and an idiot, so I ultimately didn't. The following Monday, I went into working expecting her to either pull me aside and say something or to ignore me completely. She did neither. In fact, she didn't show up to work at all that day. Apparently, she was sick. A small part of me wondered if maybe she was avoiding me, but then I reminded myself that I'm not that important. On Tuesday, I saw her in the lobby. She walked right past me without saying anything and actively ignored me the rest of the day. She's done the same today for the most part. It's a miracle she hasn't gone to HR. I'm still not sure what I said to her in the voicemail, beyond the love confession, or how. All I know is that she texted me a couple of hours ago asking if we can talk after work, which brings me here. I agreed to meet her. I don't know what to expect. Beyond sorry, I don't know what to say. Honestly, I regret everything. I know I never had a chance with her, but to go out like this? That's embarrassing. What should I expect going into this? And would it be too much if I offered to leave my internship and find another? Just to remove myself from her presence. I don't want to make her feel even more uncomfortable than I have. Sorry if this doesn't make sense. TLDR, it was a drunk voicemail. I confess that I'm in love with her. She's ignored me for a few days, and then a couple of hours ago, she texted me, asking if we can talk after work. What should I expect going into it? Besides an apology, what should I say? Should I offer to leave so she doesn't have to see me again? Update. The next day, she and I talked for about an hour after work. Apparently her boyfriend, whom she's never mentioned before, overheard the voicemail when she was listening to it the morning after the wedding. He was understandably upset, seeing as some random guy was confessing to his girlfriend. They had a huge argument about it. He made a bunch of accusations, claiming that people don't fall in love out of nowhere and some other things. Basically, he was saying that she was emotionally cheating with me, which is so far from the truth. She has only ever behaved appropriately with not just me, but everyone. She was upset. That's why she called in sick and avoided me for a couple of days. Not because she was mad at me, but because of the argument and breakup that followed. I apologized profusely throughout the conversation. At one point, I offered to contact her boyfriend and tell him that it was a drunken, unprompted mistake. But she said that it's okay. The relationship had run its course. Maybe that was why she had never mentioned him before. In any case, I feel really bad for the part one played. I didn't intend for any of this to happen. Surprisingly, she still wants to be friends.